Thanks for joining me again. This video is for those clients who have come to Canada on a visitor visa status and they want to change their status either to a worker or study permit or whatever. And are you able to do this? So this is a very common question we get. If you come to Canada with one particular status document, whatever that may be, you can change that status document to something else while you are in Canada. But there are specifics that you need to be aware of. So I like to give examples because I find it easier to understand. Let's say you came to Canada on a visitor visa and now you want to change your status to a study permit and you have received an acceptance letter. For the validity of your visitor visa, you can remain in the country and apply for the study permit. You still need to apply for the study permit application online, and should the study permit application be approved, you will have to exit the country to validate that permit because your visa has to get stamped or you have to get that study permit validated at the port of entry. So even though you can stay in the country while your application is being processed, it's technically still considered an outside application. The same goes if you're on a study permit and you want to change it to a work permit, or if you are a visitor and change it to a work permit. So long as you have legal status, you can continue to remain in the country, but eventually you'll have to exit the country to validate that permit, whatever that may be when you change that status. Now, the other common question I get is, what if I'm on a visitor visa and I apply for permanent residency? Again, they're two different things. Even though you can stay in the country while you're on a visitor visa, when you apply for a permanent residency, it doesn't give you permanent residency status. The only time you get that is once your application is approved. So you can remain in the country as a visitor and you can keep applying for extensions and hopefully they'll get approved. So long as you have a legal status document, such as a visitor visa or study permit or work permit or whatever it may be, you can remain in the country and have a permanent residency application go simultaneously. However, once your status document expires, then you must exit the country and wait until your PR is finalized before you return. So by you exiting the country doesn't necessarily mean your application for permanent residency is affected. It will be affected if you remain in the country illegally. So again, just to wrap up, if you are on a status document, whatever it may be, a temporary status document, you can remain in that status document while your other applications are being processed. If you're applying for another temporary document, eventually you're going to have to exit and validate that temporary document. And if you're applying for permanent residency, that too, you have to exit and then become landed, which is your first day as permanent resident. So no matter which way you slice the onion, you will have to exit and then re-enter to validate that particular document. I hope that clarifies if you can apply for another document while you're in Canada as a visitor. If you have questions about this or if this is particularly pertaining to yourself, give us a call. We're here to help. Thank you, and until next time.